Before we go today, we want to take a look at Yemen, site of what the United Nations has warned is the world's worst humanitarian crisis. Senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer, producer Agnes Rowe, and cameraman Ian Robbie are in Yemen for CBS News. Here's a report.
Here in the coastal city of Aden, there is no fighting. It's the government of Yemen, elected before the war, that's in control.
One of the cruel contradictions of Yemen's civil war is that there's plenty of food in stable areas like this, at least for people who can afford it. And that's just one thing Prime Minister Abdulmalik Maeen Saeed, 2 months into his new job, has to try to fix.
There's a real catastrophe, hunger looming.
Yes, that's what's happening.
Is it manageable? Can you deal with it?
We try to deal with it. It's catastrophe now.
A catastrophe caused by fierce fighting. Yemeni government troops have Saudi Arabia's military backing against Houthi fighters supported by Iran. The Saudis' ruthless bombing campaign relies on U.S. weapons and intelligence, though that may be about to change.
The Americans are backing away from the Saudis in the wake of the murder of Jamal Khashoggi. Is that going to hurt you?
If the U.S. want to stand with Yemen, they should decide. It's an important location and country. They have a relation with the U.S. for decades.
So you're really saying that there's a big role for America to play directly with the Yemeni government,
yes,
not going through the Saudis.
The United States cannot ignore the Iranian regime, what's doing into the region, and let them do what they want in Yemen.
The fact is, the Yemeni people are trapped in a regional power struggle between Saudi Arabia and Iran. The Prime Minister's government is clearly on the Saudi side for military and financial reasons. But his plea to the U.S. is, don't let your distaste for Saudi Arabia lead you to abandon us. But the war rages on with cruelty and abuse on both sides. If there's any hope for the Yemeni people, it rests with peace negotiations going on right now in Sweden, where the two sides are actually still talking.
Our Liz Palmer in Yemen. We'll be right back.